What's the matter?
Sheila, you'd better phone Dr. Wallace. Good morning, Sheila.
Good morning, Doctor.
How's the patient?
Well, he seems to be more or less all right, except he's no idea who he is. He's lost his memory.
Oh, he has he? Mm-hmm. Dearie, dearie me.
I told him it'd probably be all right, trying to cheer him up. But will it mean he'll have to see a specialist?
Specialist? What that for?
Well, I thought, a lost memory, maybe a psychiatrist could...
Sheila Kemp, a psychiatrist indeed. You'll be suggesting an astrologer next. Since when have I been calling in psychiatrists?
I'm terribly sorry.
And so you should be. Well, I'll wait up and see it now.
Would you like me to take you up?
No, thank you. I'll see him with myself. Well, young fellow, I'm Dr. Wallace.
How are you, Doc?
How are you is much more to the point. Sheila tells me that you've lost your memory.
Yeah, I guess so. Kind of stupid, isn't it?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We don't know the reason yet. First thing, I want to have a look at your eyes.
My eyes? What's wrong with them?
Nothing that I know of. But if a doctor confined himself to looking at things there was something wrong with, he'd not get very far. Right, lad. Out of the bed and come and sit in this chair here.
Okay, Doc.
That's it. Now then, I just want you to look at my right ear. That's it. Pay no attention to this wee light. Uh-huh. Now look at the left ear. Aye. Now, that looks all right from here. Next thing is to have a look and see how that crack on the head's progressing. Healing nicely. Yes, the best thing for that from now on will be fresh air. We can dispense with the bandages.
I guess this is how I lost my memory, huh?
Maybe so, but that's only the excuse. It's not the reason.
What do you mean, Doc?
Outside the penny novelettes, people don't go losing their memories just through a crack in the head. No, it's usually cerebral senility, hardening of the arteries. I've had a good look at your eyes. It's certainly not that. So the trouble seems to be psychological.
You sound like a psychiatrist.
When you call me that, smile. I'm no psychiatrist, my lad.
I'm sorry, Doc.
A psychiatrist is usually a medical man trying to forget his medical training. I am a doctor. My field includes everything, from mental illness to malaria or mumps. And you haven't got mumps, anyway.
That must be something.
Aye. Just so. Your trouble seems to be retrograde amnesia, pure and simple.
I hope it's pure, Doc, but it's certainly not simple. What do you mean?
Well, mind you, this is not my final diagnosis. But it seems to me that when you got hit by whatever hit you, you were in a highly neurotic state. You understand? You were probably running away from something.
The police haven't heard about me, or so I'm told.
The police aren't the only things you ran away from. My guess is that you had such a load on your mind that your mind just wouldn't wear it. So when you got that clip in the head, your subconscious mind just took the opportunity of running away. All of which may not sound like right jargon for a psychiatrist. Would you like me to call one in?
Thank you, no.
Good. That proves your mind's not affected anyway.
Is my head badly hurt, Doc? I mean, apart from the loss of memory.
No, as far as that goes, you'll be all right in a couple of days. Here. There's a way we might get at something. Last night, when you were a bit delirious, you seemed to be having some sort of a dream. Do you remember anything about it?
Was that when I was calling for Christine?
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, Doc. I don't remember the dream at all.
Would you mind if we tried to recapture that dream?
Well, what would that involve?
Just an injection and a few questions, that's all.
If it's likely to help in restoring my memory, that's okay with me.
Right, laddie. Back onto the bed.
Okay, Doc.
Oh, hello there. Any word from Weatherby's?
Yes, the letter's on your desk there.
Where?
In the pigeonhole.
Thanks. Yeah, I saw Dr. Wallace's car outside. I suppose he's come to see that young chap. How is he? Have you seen him?
Yes, I took him up some tea. He seems all right. He's lost his memory.
Good Lord, has he? What's the doctor say?
I don't know yet. He's still up there.
I'm not saying that this will get us anywhere at all, but it might just help us to find out what this dream is of yours that you can't remember. And that might help us to find out a wee bit more. Are you ready?
Sure.
Right. I just want you to close your eyes and just relax completely. This dream of yours. Have you had it often?
I wouldn't know.
Come on. Try and tell me about it. There's a woman, isn't there? A woman called Christine. It's just when you're dozing off to sleep that it comes, isn't it? Just when you're waking up. Come on. Try and tell me.
I don't know what it is. The trees. They're all bare. I'm walking up the aisles. I don't want to walk up, but I have to. There's a house at the top. I can't see it, but I know it's there. If I go on, I'll come to it. And then there's Christy. She's waiting. Waiting for me. At the top of the avenue. She's in a house, I think. Christine. Christine. As soon as I see the house. Christine. That's when the dream ends. I don't wake up. I just... I don't know. That's all there is.
All right. All right. You have a nice, quiet sleep now. You'll be all right.
There was only one road accident reported last night in this area, and that was 40 miles away, near York. Car overturned and caught fire.
He wasn't in that, I can assure you. For one thing, he's not burned, and for another, he couldn't have walked 4 miles in that condition, let alone 40.
How is he now, Doctor?
Oh, he's asleep just now. I've just given him an injection. He'll likely stay asleep for a wee while. Kemp, you'll have to keep him here for a few days, unless you want to send him down to the hospital.
Oh, we don't want to do that.
Oh, don't we?
Well, I mean, well, it wouldn't be very kind, would it, Doctor?
What is it these Yanks have that the others haven't got?
And who's going to nurse him?
He won't take very much nursing, will he?
No. Just rest and fresh air. There's not very much wrong with him just now, but you never can tell with these head injuries. I want to keep my eye on him. I'll be round again the same time tomorrow. Don't worry, Sheila. I know my own way out.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello. I thought the doctor said you weren't supposed to get up till later on today.
He said I could get up later, but he didn't say how much later, so here I am.
You sure you feel all right?
I feel fine. Why shouldn't I? For the past 3 days, I've done nothing but eat and sleep.
So now you feel like a little mild exercise.
Why not?
All right, let's go for a walk. I'll show you around the place.
Fine. You must have a lot of fun living here, Shirley.
I do.
Yeah, I think I could, too. Plenty of space, nothing to worry about. You can do just as you please.
There is a certain amount of work to be done.
Sure there is. Hard work never worried me.
How do you know? You beginning to remember?
No, but I'm beginning to wonder
Wonder what?
what kind of friends I had. Here I've been missing from home for 3 full days, and nobody's reported it to the police. Looks like I can't matter very much to anyone.
Come on, let's walk some more.
Sure.
That'll do. All right, take her back. Hello. How are you feeling?
Fine, thanks.
Sheila been showing you around?
Yeah, she certainly has. Nice place you have here, Mr. Kemp. Nice horse place, too.
Aye, not bad, some of them.
I noticed the big gelding in the paddock back there. Didn't look too good to me.
Yes, that's Rufus. Why, what do you think's wrong with him?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I'd say curb.
You're right. But you'd have to know quite a bit about horses to spot that.
Would I? You know, it's funny. I think maybe I do know something about horses.
Maybe he was brought up on a ranch.
Could be.
Well, let's go back to the stables and find out what you do
Sure,
know.
let's do that. Oh, there you are. You think I've handled horses before?
I know you have. Could you do with the job?
Huh?
Well, I'm not looking for a new groom, but I could do with someone to help me run the place, take some of the paperwork off my hands.
What he really means is he'd give him more time for drawing and painting. But it's a grand idea.
Now, why shouldn't I draw and paint?
Well, no reason at all. You're jolly good. Do you know Daddy did all those heads in the living room?
No kidding. They're pretty good, sir.
If you took on this job, it'd give him time to do dozens more. How about it?
Oh. I'm very grateful to both of you for what you've done already, but well, you know how it is, Mr. Kemp. Until I know who I am or what I am.
I understand. Well, don't make up your mind right away, but if you want the job, it's yours.
Well, thanks a lot.
Come on, Sheila.
More tea, Daddy.
Oh, thanks, dear.
Would you like another cake?
No, thank you. You've been feeding me too well as it is.
Well, would you like a little exercise now? Let's take a walk in the park.
Why? Is it something special?
That's very lovely. We could take Falcon with us.
Fine. I'll go and get your coat.
I don't mean to go.
Yes, you do. It's quite a cold wind.
You heard what your father said. How's it coming?
Not bad, look.
Oh, looks a little sinister, doesn't it?
I wouldn't say that. I don't like the chin line, though. Still, perhaps I'd better stick to horses. You're not falling for that chap, are you?
Daddy, I hardly know him.
You can't kid me. You watch your step. He might be a married man with 6 kids.
Oh, Daddy, don't be silly.
I found this raincoat. Can I take it?
It's yours. You came in it.
I did? Anything in the pockets?
We couldn't find anything.
Hey, what's this? A movie stove. Rialto Cinema. Happy. Where's that?
A small town in Essex. Does that convey anything?
No, I'm afraid not. Wonder what I was doing there.
Seeing a picture, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so. Come on, let's take that walk, huh?
Well, so long.
Come on.
What's this nonsense Ellen's telling me?
What's the matter? I was telling him about the gentleman going away. Oh.
It's sheer criminal lunacy. Where's your father?
Well, he's over there. Daddy! Helen, I'll cope. Oh, thank you, Miss Sheila.
Morning, Doc. What's the trouble?
Why on earth have you let that fellow go away by himself?
Well, he wanted to. He thinks he lives at Epping, and naturally he's anxious to find out.
Of course he's anxious to find out, but that's no excuse for letting a sick man wander off by himself.
But he's not sick now, Doctor. His head's
He's
healed.
sick in his mind. It's one thing to wander about here where nobody knows him, but it's quite another to let him go off on his own where he might be heaven knows what.
What do you mean, Doctor?
I mean that if Epping does turn out to be his home and he goes crashing back into things there suddenly, his mind might receive any sort of a shock. Oh, I don't say he shouldn't go back there at all, but at least somebody might have gone with him. Somebody he knows and trusts, who could look after him in case anything went wrong.
I see what you mean. But it's too late now. He's caught the night train for London.
I know he has, and why yourself or Sheila didn't catch it with him, Oh,
Doctor, would it help any if I went after him?
you know where he'll be.
No, I don't. But Epping isn't a very big place, and there can't be many hotels. I could take that sketch, the one that Daddy did. That might help me find him.
Well, it's certainly a chance. And at all events, it's better than doing nothing. I think you ought to go, Sheila. Yes, and the sooner the better.
May I, Daddy?
All right, dear, you go.
And now I'm late for my round.
Have my car sent round with you, please?
Very well, sir. Harold, have a commander's car sent round, will you? Dinner all right, Mr. Smith?
Fine, thanks. I've asked them to send my coffee in here.
Yes, it's brighter than the dining room.
You don't sound as though you came from this part of the country.
No, I come from Lancashire. I've only been here 3 months.
I see. There have been some changes in staff.
Oh, yes. 2/3 of the staff are new. You see, this hotel was a family concern, and when it was taken over, well, most of the old staff went.
Yeah, of course. I was wondering. I thought maybe somebody might recognize me.
Oh, you've been here before, then?
I'm not exactly a stranger around here, but if the staff are all new, well, that would explain it, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Pardon me, do you know where that is?
Oh, yes. That's the drive up to Tor House. A big house out on the Cambridge Road, about 3 miles from here.
You don't happen to know who owns it, do you?
Dear, now let me think. I have heard the name. Sheridan, could it be? Something like that.
Sheridan. Sherwin. Could it be Mark Sherwin?
Oh, I suppose it could be, sir. He's a Canadian gentleman, I believe.
Canadian, of course. How do I get there?
You get a number 8 bus outside here. It goes right past it. The conductor will tell you where to get off.
Oh, fine. Oh, cancel my coffee, do you mind?
Very well, sir.
Thanks a lot. Mark Sherwin.
Mark!
Christine! Christine. What's the matter, darling? Christine.
Oh!
It's all right, honey. I'm not a ghost.
Mark, you're real. I don't understand.
Of course I'm real.
I don't know who's in there in that coffin, but it's certainly not me.
Come on, honey.
Mark. But it was your body they found in the car. They said so. They found your luggage and the number plates, and that's how they knew it was you.
That's how they thought it was me.
But then what happened?
Half an hour back, I couldn't have told you. But now I remember it all, everything. Some guy stopped my car and knocked me out. He must have pinched it and got killed, I guess. I lost my memory. Some people took care of me, but now it's come back, and here I am.
And these people, they brought you back?
No, nobody knows I'm here, apart from you and the servants. Where are the servants, anyway?
Oh, I sent them away. I meant to close up the house. That's why the furniture's like this. I just couldn't stand being here without you. Oh, Mark, this room's horrible. With that in there. Let's go somewhere else.
Sure, let's.
Oh, you're awake.
You're an early bird, aren't you?
Well, when you haven't any servants, somebody has to make the tea.
Well, this is wonderful. Where's yours?
Oh, I had mine an hour ago. Since then, I've made 5 phone calls. No, 6.
6. Well, in heaven's name, 2.
Well, I called the police and I told them what had happened.
Mm-hmm.
They said they'd call up Yorkshire and explain that the identification was wrong. Oh, and then I called the hotel and said that you wouldn't be back.
Good. How did they take it?
They weren't worried. Evidently, we paid in advance.
Yeah, that's right. On account of I didn't have any baggage. Who else did you call?
Oh, I called the vicar to say that he wouldn't be burying me today. And also the undertaker to come and take away the.
Yeah. House will be a little more cheerful without that.
Yes. Oh, and then I called Paul. Of course, he wanted to come right round and see you. I persuaded him not to. He could wait till tonight.
But why? I'd like to see Paul again.
Yes, but I talked to the doctor, and he said that after a shock like this, that you're to sleep. Take over my pills, and he'd come round this afternoon and see you.
Honey, I've just had 10 solid hours of sleep. I don't want any more.
I know, darling, but under the circumstances, I think you ought to. So please, Mark, for my sake, will you?
Oh, well. I ought to write to the Kemps. You know, people who took care of me in Yorkshire.
Well, you don't have to do that today.
I'll be wondering what's happened to me, and besides, I owe them money.
Well, do they know you're here?
They know I came to Epping.
Oh, well, I'd send them a telegram, and a letter follows. What's the address?
Kemp Training Establishment, Gormford.
Any Christian name?
Yes, she... No, just put Kemp.
Oh, so there was a girl. Well, I'm not surprised. You're quite an attractive man, you know. Still, I hope she didn't take you too seriously. I suppose she wouldn't a week. Now, darling, I have an awful lot to do, so please be a good boy and take the pills. I'll leave you in peace till the doctor comes. Hello? I'd like to send a telegram, please. Telegrams? Yes, this is 2244. Telegram to Kemp. K-E-M-P, yes. Training establishment, Gormford, Yorkshire, yes. Yes, the message reads...
pleased Almighty God, of his great mercy, to take unto himself the soul of our dear brother Mark, here departed, we therefore commit his body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Oh, Ken.
You have the very deep sympathy of us all, Mrs. Sherman, of great sorrow. May you have strength and power to get better of it.
Oh, Madam, what a beautiful service. How the master would have liked it if only he could have been here to see it. Very nice of you to come along. None of the staff would dream of staying away. We were all very devoted to the master, madam. If only he could have been here himself to see it. But who knows? Perhaps he did see it from wherever he is. Thank you. Take me back to the hotel. I want to tell you something.
Must have been a horrible shock to you when I came back alive. And yet, you carried it off beautifully. I wonder what you and Paul are cooking up for tonight. What's the matter, Chris? You're not really upset about Mark, are you?
I'm more upset about Mark than I've ever been. Paul, he's not dead.
What?
That was some tramp we buried today. Mark arrived home last night.
But why on earth didn't you
Just
tell me?
give me a chance, I'll explain.
But this is fantastic. Well, where is he now?
He's in bed. I made up a story about the doctor wanting him to sleep, and then I gave him 2 strong sleeping pills. Well, what else could I do?
But why on earth did you go through with the funeral? What is this? If everyone knows he's alive...
Listen, Paul. Only 2 people on Earth know he's alive. You and I.
Well, that can't be true. He must have
Paul,
met people where every...
Mark had an accident. He lost his memory. Some people in Yorkshire looked after him. They know nothing about him, except that he came here to regain his memory. He stayed here at a hotel. They think his name is Smith.
Yes, but when the people in Yorkshire find out...
No, I fixed it. I sent them a telegram. I said his name was McCarthy, and he'd gone back to Ireland.
Chris, this is nonsense. If they don't know now, they damn soon will. And besides, what about Mark himself? What's he going to say about it?
How soon will all this happen, Paul? From finding out, I mean.
Well, tonight, probably. Tomorrow, certainly, as soon as he sticks his nose outside the house.
But supposing he never leaves the house, Paul. Supposing he never leaves the house again, alive.
It's murder.
Is it murder? To kill someone who's already dead and buried?
Of course it is.
But it's a murder that we're pretty sure of getting away with.
I must say, I don't particularly like the idea of murdering my best friend.
No. But you don't mind having an affair with his wife.
That's different. Okay, couldn't we get Mark to give you a divorce?
And what do we use for money?
Oh, wouldn't he give you some alimony?
As a reward for double-crossing him? I doubt it. Look, Paul, let's be logical. If you and I had thought we could be happy on your money, it would have gone away months ago. We didn't. We waited for something to happen. And last week we thought it had. Yesterday, I was a wealthy widow. Today, I'm not. There's no reason why I shouldn't be tonight. Oh, darling, don't you see? It only means one unpleasant evening. Then we can have the rest of our lives together. Can't you see? It's just that difference between misery and happiness. I feel sorry for Mark, but what kind of a future do you think he'd have? Tied for the rest of his life to a woman who's in love with somebody else. You are still in love with me, Paul, aren't you?
What do you think?
Darling, I think you better take me home. I'll explain on the way.
Christine, supposing somebody has seen you.
Don't be a fool. We're the only people who know he's alive.
Yeah, miss. I don't know him from Adam.
Are you quite sure? He might have stayed the night.
We only had 3 stay there last night, miss. That was Mr. Mullins of Steddles, Mr. Thompson of Carver's, and Mr. Harvey of Imperial Chemicals. You see, we get mostly commercial gentlemen here, miss. Why don't you try to Clifford or the Queen's?
Thank you, I will. Mark, Danny? Come on, wake up.
Good heavens, if I slept all day.
Pills did you good.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? No sign of the doctor, I guess.
No, that's what I came to tell you. He won't be along today, tomorrow.
Well, he doesn't expect me to stay in bed until then, does he?
No, of course not. You can get up, providing you take it easy.
Good. One of the things I could take easy is a drink.
Well, you can have one when you come downstairs. Help me get ready for the party.
Party?
I told you Paul was coming along tonight to celebrate your return to life.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So will you hurry up, darling? Come downstairs. Help me open some tin.
Right. Give me 10 minutes.
Hello there.
Sorry I've been so long. I thought I'd better have a shave while I was about it.
Oh, that's all right. I'm managing fine by myself. Oh, would you like to bring some champagne up?
Sure. I see Forresters have delivered that quicklime.
Oh, yes, it arrived last week.
Useful stuff, quicklime. So many things you can do with it. Everything from bagging birds to burying bodies. Will that be enough?
What did you say?
I said, will that be enough champagne, or shall I bring up another bottle?
Oh, yes, another bottle.
Right. You nearly ready, Christine?
5 minutes.
Okay. I'll go down in case Paul's early.
Pour one out for me, too.
Sure, I'll do that. Give me the police. Hello. Exchange. Paul, come in.
Oh, well, this is wonderful, Mark. I didn't expect to see you again.
You ought to know I always walk away from crashes. I guess that old saying's right, you know. Some guys are born to be hanged. Put your head down there. Christine will be down in a minute.
She tells me you had rather a bad time of it.
Yeah, I met up with one of your strong-arm men, Bob.
Hello, Paul. Well, why aren't we drinking?
Christine tells me you were a great help when the bad news came through, Paul.
Oh, well, I did what I could. I'm only glad I happened to be in England at the time.
When are you going out east again?
Oh, I'm not. They've suspended that service. I'll probably go on one of the shorter routes nearer home.
Good. Then we may be seeing quite a lot of you, huh?
I certainly hope so. India gets you down after a bit.
I'll bet it does. It's certainly no place to take a woman.
What?
I said it's certainly no place to take a woman.
I don't quite get what you mean.
You know, it's funny somehow to think of you two falling in love.
What are you talking about, Mark?
You and Paul. What?
What on earth makes you think we're in love?
Again, you and Paul. Oh, you hide it much better than he does, but it's still pretty obvious just the same. How long did you plan on being in mourning for me before you got married again, honey?
Mark, you're crazy and very insulting.
Insulting maybe, but crazy never. Hurry up, Paul. Drink up and have another drink.
No, thank you.
Christine?
No, thank you.
No, neither will I. Come on, let's open up the real stuff. You know, Paul, I think I saved you from something through turning up again. Christine's not really your type. Well, I've known you both long enough to be pretty sure about that. Of course, having an affair with her might be fun, but once she got you firmly fixed in wedlock, she'd give you a hell of a life.
How much longer are you going on talking like this, Mark? I find it very obnoxious. It must be extremely embarrassing for Paul.
Yeah, I guess it may be at that. I'm sorry, Paul. It's just that, well, you know, the etiquette books don't teach you how to behave when you're having a drink with your wife and her lover.
Look, if you want another
Sonny,
Joe, you
put some music on, will you, and relieve the tension?
I could scarcely believe my ears when she said we had to go. And only a month's wages, too. After 8 years. 8 years I've been with the family.
Yes, it's terrible for you. But I'm afraid there's no vacancy for a housekeeper here now.
You see, I'm very experienced in hotel work. Why, before I went to Tor House, you know,
Excuse me just a minute. Good evening. Good in the town. I wondered if he might be here.
That's him.
Why, that's Mr. Smith to the nine.
Then he is here.
No, not now. But he looked in last night, and then he went out after dinner and he didn't come back. A lady phoned up this morning to say he was staying with friends.
Did she say who she was?
No, she didn't.
I see. You've no idea where he was going to when he left here, have you?
Yes, I have. He was going to Tor House.
Is that near here? I mean, can I get there easily?
Oh, very easily. You take the number 8 bus outside here going that way, and it'll put you right down at the gates.
Thank you very much. Begging your pardon, madam, if I may make a suggestion, I don't think you should go to Tor House tonight.
Oh, why not?
The master's just died, and they buried him today.
I see. Then, of course, I won't intrude. Thank you very much for telling me.
Thank you, madam. Why, that is the poor gentleman himself. What? Poor Mr. Sherwin was buried today.
But that's impossible.
Oh, pardon me, madam, but I was at the funeral. Beautiful service it was.
I mean, it's impossible that should be Mr. What did you say his name was, Sherwin?
Mr. Mark Sherwin, and it is him. I should know, madam. I was his housekeeper for 8 years.
But how did Mr. Sherwin die?
Killed in a car accident in Yorkshire a week ago, madam.
I see. Thank you very much.
Feeling less embarrassed, Paul?
Well,
Good. Then let's talk business. How much do you want?
I don't understand you.
You want to marry Christine, and she wants to marry you. But if I know Christine, she's not going to let me divorce her unless I make a pretty satisfactory financial settlement first. So I'm asking, how much do you want?
Are you offering me my freedom plus a settlement?
I am.
Why?
Because all things considered, I'd rather live than die.
Just what does that mean?
It means that I know Paul came here tonight to kill me. But frankly, I'd rather he didn't.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah? Why did the pair of you go through with that funeral?
Oh, so you know about that?
Sure. I was there. I thought you gave a very moving performance, Christine.
And even though you think we intended to murder you, you're still willing to give me money?
I am.
I don't believe you. Why should you?
I'll be perfectly honest with you, honey. It's because you outsmarted me. Oh, this isn't the way I planned things at all. When I discovered that you'd pinched my gun and cut the telephone wires, I realized I was in a spot. So I'm prepared to do a deal. You get your freedom and 5,000 pounds. I keep my life. How's about it, sweetheart?
Do you think that's a very generous offer? If you stay dead, I get much more than 5,000.
True. But you also run the risk of having that pretty neck of yours stretched. Oh, I know. I realized that you were lying on the quicklime. But murder has a funny way of coming out. Maybe you're not scared. But I'll bet Paul doesn't want to take that 8 o'clock walk in the morning. It isn't a pleasant death, Paul. Hanging. Well, is it a deal? It's a deal. Christine?
Do you swear you'll abide by that?
I do.
It's a deal.
Good. I think we'll have a drink on that. I need one.
I'd like a brandy, Mark.
I'll have to go get some. I'll be right back.
Thank heaven for that.
Quick, go after him.
Why? We don't.
Oh, you fool, you don't believe that. The first thing he'll do is go to the police.
What for? What have you done?
Are you mad? We've faked a funeral. We've planned a murder. We're for it. We've got to go through with it.
No.
If you haven't got the guts I have, give him the gun.
All right.
Good evening. I'd like to see Mr. Mark Sherwin, please.
He's dead. He was buried today.
I don't think so.
Oh, well, in any case, this isn't his house.
Oh, isn't it?
No, I thought you think we'd be having a party if we had death in the house. It's about half a mile up the road. Tall house. You can't miss it.
All right, thank you very much.
That was a shot. No, it wasn't.
He is here. I know he is. And you're Christine.
Sheila!
Oh, you killed Paul.
Either him or me. It turned out to be him. Get out. I want to talk to Miss Campbell.
I certainly will not.
If you know what's good for you, you'll do what I say.
Mom, what's been happening?
Honey, I can't explain right now, but I want you to do something for me.
Of course.
Will you go down to the main road, turn left until you come to the telephone box. It's about 50 yards down. Call the police. Tell them there's been some shooting here, and I want them up here. Fast. I mean fast. Wait. Where are you staying?
The Clifford Hotel.
Good. I'll call you up later. Will you wait up for me?
I will.
Swell. we've got some straight talking to do.
If there's any talking to do, you'll have to do it. Because you killed Paul, and I'll swear I saw you kill him.
That wouldn't do you any good. I killed Paul in self-defense. It was his gun, and it has his fingerprints on it as well as mine. It's you that's in the spot, not me.
I don't think so.
Then how are you going to laugh off that funeral? Just for that, you could get 7 years. 7 years, Christine. That's a long time. You're going to be quite an old woman by the time you come out. 7 long years with no pretty dresses, no nylons, no perfume, and no bath salts. Just coarse-bound sackcloth and hard work.
I'm not going anywhere.
You don't know much about firearms, do you, honey?
Enough.
The safety catch is still on.
Who's that?
Police, I guess. Sheila was going to call them.
Mark, you can't mean it. Mark, you're not serious. It wasn't my fault. It was Paul. I didn't know what was happening. Mark, listen to me. I'm your wife. You can't help it, Mark.
Good evening, Sergeant. You're just too late. Thank God. Come on in.